It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, Yee has been telling us a story about a gentleman that's on Insecure. So what happened?
Norman Towns.
Okay, go ahead. Break down what happened.
He also was on the affair, by the way, but he's going through a breakup, and apparently he was dating a woman. He said her name is Shanice, and he broke it off. He said he'll keep the reasons why private. But she's been harassing him, and he doesn't know what to do. He blocked her on all socials, changed his number. He said she sent explicit pictures of us to people and the companies I'm working with, and she's been sleeping outside of his house, making fake accounts in his name, applying for random jobs as him, sending food to his door constantly. And one drunk night, she licked his testicles from behind him and is posting that picture and sending it to everyone. But it's her, and that's that. It's a private picture, but she's cropping herself out halfway, but it's her.
And you can see him.
Yes, I haven't seen the picture.
So he's looking back at it. All right, now, so you said something similar happened to you, Yee.
Well, no, nothing similar. I've definitely had somebody try to sabotage me, though. I had an ex-boyfriend, by the way, that I would come home from work and he would be outside my house. He tried to call my job and get me fired. He did all kinds of things. I ended up having to get a restraining order against him because, frankly, it was scary. He was harassing me to the point where I had to pretend I didn't work at the place anymore. So anytime the receptionist answered, she would tell him that I don't work there. And so it took a long time for him to finally leave it alone. And I did get the restraining order granted to me. It's a permanent one. And so that worked out. But it is really stressful. And I do know people that have done things. I had one guy actually was dating one of my friends, and when they broke up, he sent naked pictures of her to her boss, to her family members, and to all her friends. I got the naked pictures too, and he said, "This is what your friend is doing. She's disgusting." And then I responded, "You're disgusting. You should have naked pictures of your girlfriend, and the fact that you're trying to embarrass her and you have children together makes you look insane." And I made her get a restraining order against him. So I think he needs to get a restraining order. But he said the police haven't been helpful.
Well, I believe that, if somebody sends a picture out to you now, I believe you can get arrested for that now. I think that's a crime. So I would definitely get that person locked up, arrested immediately. And if she's outside my house, I would definitely get her arrested and locked up. And if she steps in my house, I don't know who it is, and I have the right to defend myself. But let's go to the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
Hey, my name is Sean.
Hey, what happened with you, mama?
I was in a sexual relationship with this guy. He really wasn't my ex, but he wanted to take it to and further with me. He wanted to be with me as far as my boyfriend. However, I did not find him boyfriend material, but we was in a sexual relationship. And whenever he saw that I placed on Facebook, a couple of weeks later that I was actually in a relationship with someone else, he got upset and took a picture off of Facebook and then placed me on Backpage.
Whoa.
Backpage is a porn site for those who don't know.
Yes.
So he put a naked picture of you on Backpage?
So it made it look like she was an escort.
No, it's not a naked picture. No, it was never a naked picture. I'm not that stupid. I would not give out naked pictures. It was like a regular picture from my bust up of me just sitting on the couch. And he placed on Backpage that I was between these two cities. And if you wanted to get in contact with me to have a good time, call my phone.
Wow.
He sent emails to my job. I'm talking like a Fortune 500 company.
Wow.
Yeah, all because I didn't want to be with him. But,
so what'd you do?
Yeah. What I do, only thing I could have done was just deny it. I mean, my phone number was out there. My picture was out there. People were calling my phone. I just changed my number. I mean, there's nothing else that I could have done. People at job were looking at me.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry that happened
Thank you, Mama. That's crazy. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up? Hey, y'all caught me off guard. I didn't even know y'all was going to pick up. But
you called us. How we caught you off guard? Oh, my gosh.
But yeah, smoke, man. How y'all doing?
Okay, how are you?
Bro.
I'm good.
You going to tell us what happened?
Yeah,
or we just going to ask you if you're good or not?
Oh, yeah, my fault, guys. But yeah, I had a crazy ex one time going through my stuff. She was going through my Facebook account, going through my messengers. She was actually going through my emails, and she had access to my account that I didn't even know, that I had to find out through an email that I was getting, like a security email, checking to see if it was me. She was crazy, man.
So how did she get your account information?
Well, we lived together for a little bit, so I guess you got to do my files and stuff, I guess.
Okay. So what'd you end up doing?
So you know y'all women, y'all crazy. It didn't work out, man. We had to break up.
Oh, so you were still with, okay. All right, so all you did was break up and she left you alone.
Yeah, man, I can't be around that, man. That's too crazy. You know y'all women, y'all be getting y'all crazy stuff.
Okay, yeah, but y'all men not.
Hello, who's this?
This is Malik.
Malik, man, what happened with you, brother?
Man, I dated this chick in high school. I'm 42, by the way. And we had an incident where we were in my place, and, I turned down, getting to third base with her because she had a slight odor.
Goodness gracious.
Forward 15 years later.
Wait, Malik, let me just ask you a question. What's third base? Just clarify what third base is.
We got to the point where, the condom was going to go on, and, we were going to get it in.
That's home run. That's not third base. I think third base is with your finger, but go ahead.
What? Okay, Envy.
I don't know. I'm asking. I don't know. I'm out of this baseball game, but go ahead. Go.
I got you. So we didn't get to that point because she had a slight odor. I didn't point it out because I'm a gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
And, I guess she took it personal. I didn't know how personal she took it. Like I said, 15 years later, I'm married. I have kids. She had a few failed marriages, and we have a bunch of mutual friends. And she took all the information from my mutual friends and searching me up on those white page websites to gather all the information, find out who I'm married to, called my wife, told her all kinds of crazy stuff about me. I'm a liar. I'm a cheater. Emailed her, texted her, filled her head up with all kinds of crazy stuff. Told all my friends I sodomized her, raped her.
What?
Her with a gun. She tried to break my marriage up. She threatened to send people to my job to kill me. I had to file a police report, have security details on me at work. It was madness.
All because she had a stinky poom poom.
All because of that.
Well, she clearly was off. Now, let me ask you this. So how did it end up stopping? Was it the police? Was it the restraint? Like, what made her stop?
Her objective was she thought I had a bad character. She genuinely thought she had profiled me from my teenage years. But little did she realize I've grown up. I've changed. I've become a different person. And she couldn't break my character. Everyone who knew me knew I was a good person, and I knew what I was about. So
that was
she realized that my wife thought she was BS, and everyone else knew she was BS. She had no basis to continue on with that nonsense.
That was 15, 20 years later. You should have. You know what you should do? You should send her. How do you clean your poom poom? Vagis. What do you do, Z? Fantastic. What do you use?
Mine cleans itself.
Fabuloso. What do you use?
I wouldn't recommend putting Fabuloso.
What do you use? Vagisil? What is it? What's it called?
It cleans itself, Envy.
Oh. Well, hers is obviously not cleaning herself. She needs some
What's
help.
wrong with this guy?
She clearly didn't, but I took Michelle Obama's route. I had to stay high. I couldn't.
Of course you stayed high. Getting low is stinky.
And did your wife believe you? Your wife believed you, though, right? She didn't think any of this was...
She believed me, but, because this female had so much personal information on me, because, like I said, she built a profile. She talked to enough people to get enough information for my wife to listen.
All right. Well, 800-585-1051. Do you have a crazy ex that does wild stuff like this? Hello, who's this?
Christina.
Hey, Christina, what happened with you?
So I served my ex-husband with divorce papers. I was in a long, abusive relationship. After I served him with divorce papers, he got violent and I left. So I went to call the police, and they're like, hey, we just got a call that you beat him up.
Whoa.
So after I left the house, he beat himself up, like,
oh my God,
Angela Bassett type stuff, like
that happened on a thin line between love and hate.
Yeah,
Lynn Whitfield.
And, like he called the paramedics on himself, and they're like, well, you didn't beat him up, and I'm like, no. So they looked at me. I'm only like 120 pounds, and it looked like he got beat up by like a ninja.
Really, like a ninja?
And, yeah, it was bad. And so they didn't believe him, but I had to go downtown and like get a restraining order and everything. But pretty much what he was trying to do was sabotage me because I'm a nurse, and he knows like I can't get any domestic violence or anything like that, or I'll lose my license.
Wow,
so after
that is evil.
With divorce papers, yeah, it was crazy. But I mean,
did he beat himself? Did he beat himself up good?
He did. I mean, they showed me the pictures, and it looked like a homegrown dude beat him up.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
That is insane. Who does that?
All right. Thank you, Mama. Hello. Who's this?
Hey, my name is Crystal.
Hey, Crystal. Good morning.
Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning?
Good. So what happened with you, Crystal?
So what happened with me is I was in a relationship, an abusive relationship with my children's father. He got mad because I finally left, and he put a whole bunch of pictures of me naked on the internet, on Facebook.
Wow.
I think you could go to jail.
I had a bra and panties on, but I was naked, and but he got mad because people was liking it, like not in a bad way, And he was mad.
That is the thing about them naked pictures. They gonna look good if you take them of yourself.
Right. You mad that I had, he's mad that I left him. He was beating me up for years. So I'm like, look, I'm getting out of the situation. And he goes and puts pictures of me on Facebook talking bad about me, but everybody knows me. And then he goes and have the girl that he was cheating on me with call my job and tell him I smoke weed.
What? That's so corny. So, first of all, what girl would even do that?
Exactly.
That's so corny.
That's what I'm saying. His female called my job, telling him I smoke weed, but my job had already knew like he was doing stuff to me. So I told they didn't drug test me or anything, but they were like, you need to get a restraining order. We can't have this coming to our job.
Yeah, these guys are whack, man. For these guys to release these pictures of their exes naked, they should all go to jail for that. Like, that's some sucker-ish. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Tiffany.
Hey, Tiffany, what happened with you, mama?
I had a boyfriend. I was going on 18, and my boyfriend had took some pictures of me, and he had put them on the internet. This was when the internet had first came out and was big. He had put my picture, my phone number, my address, and everything on the internet. I didn't know until I was walking out the door and I started getting phone calls. And when we had call ID back then, I started seeing phone numbers from different places in different states. And somebody was like, yo, your name's Tiffany? So I'm like, yeah. So they was like, you on the internet? And I'm like, what? And they told me about it. And when I confronted him about it, he kind of told me he did it. I knew he did it because he was the person that I took the pictures with. I had the pictures, but he had stolen them. He found me in my room when he came over, and he took the pictures. And he did it because I was graduating from high school, and I was about to go out to college in 3 months. And we had broke up, and he was mad at me because we was breaking up, and I was going off to school. And he did all of this. It's I seen him some years later because we from a small town. Mm-hmm. I seen him, and he had everything was normal. It wasn't.
Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't try to destroy your life.
I couldn't talk to him or nothing. It's just now when I do see him out, I just look at him dude, you got a daughter. I got a daughter too, but I just look at it you got a daughter. You couldn't even apologize. Even right now to this day, I'm 38 years old. Excuse my language, that shit be fucking me up sometimes because I still be having flashbacks.
Right. That's traumatizing.
It's where I'm from. It's a real small town.
Where you from? What state?
I'm from South Carolina. I'm from Orangeburg, little small town.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's after a while, I just came back and I just own up to it. I'm it is what it is.
Right.
I'm grown now, so
I'm sorry,
it's
mama.
When people did used to come up to me and be like, hey, I seen you on the internet doing such and such. I'm so find a picture, I autograph it for you, I'll autograph it for you. Something like that. I just own up to it. I'm I ain't about to let this shit beat me, and I ain't about to let him beat me.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, mama.
You're welcome.
What's the moral of the story, Yeezy? First of all, you're not a real man if you take a picture of your ex and put it out there on the internet. I just think that's horrible. That's some sucker shit. You have a mother, you have a daughter, you have a grandmother. Would you want that to happen to your mother or your daughter? And also, just think about it for the next person. If you're a guy and you're dating a girl and you want a picture, they ain't gonna give you no picture because you guys are suckers. It makes no sense to do that. That's real sucker insecure-ish to me.
Right. Look, the worst thing you could do to somebody when you break up is just move on. Right. That is the best thing that you could do is just get revenge and by being successful and moving on with your life. You ain't got to try to harass anybody. You don't have to commit a crime. You don't have to try to publicly humiliate anybody because that's only a reflection of who you are, which is an effed up person, which is why they broke up with you in the first place.